Cardi B has filed for a divorce with Offset.
I mean, it's about time. I don't know what she was doing. You know what it is, right? Anyway, this gin is fucking amazing.
You don't even know it's gin until it hits you. God,
because this is my second glass and I had half of... This is not what the podcast is specifically about.
Well, it is. It's gin and juice. And here's the gin and here's the juice.
But I had half of this before we started filming and I already feel warm and fuzzy inside.
It's called McQueen and the Violet Fog.
Yeah.
And picture this. It's how you would imagine violet to taste like a palm of violet, but in gin formation.
But you keep saying that and I can't taste anything besides
Maybe that's because of the Sprite. Yeah, never mind. So Cardi B's filed for a divorce with Offset.
She has,
yeah. It's been a long time coming. He cheated on her previously, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it was with a stripper?
It was with someone that they wanted to have a threesome with. And obviously they discussed it, which is important in your relationship. Discuss these things if you want it to happen, because it will be 3 of you, not 2. So she said, yeah, fine. Well, I'm imagining. She said, yeah, fine, let's do it. But he decided to go off on a tangent and have sex with the stripper without Cardi B in there, from what I remember the story being. Now, he's done that. She's found out. The internet has found out. And all hell's broken loose. And...
Because the girl started revealing all, didn't she? She was doing all the screenshots and Cardi B's taken Offset back, and now fast forward into this year, something's happened for that to happen again. Burped, sorry. Burped again. Sorry.
It's the babble.
Would you take back someone who you know cheated on you publicly?
No.
Like freaking Chloe and Tristan?
No, oh, what a mess. No, I definitely wouldn't. And look, you had Chloe doing that whole coming to you as a woman. See you later. I just definitely... If I was in the public eye, there's only so much you can do because somebody would catch wind of it, especially in their situation. They're megastars. People are going to catch wind of it. It's somebody else's income, prospering off of your downfall. So it's really hard for her. She has to be a mum. She has to make sure that her child doesn't now hate her dad. She has to manage so many things in this situation, and it is going to be hard for her, on top of having social media and having people in her comments. Hopefully she's deleted apps and she's just, sorting everything out behind the scenes. That's what we hope for. The question was to me, would I take back someone that cheated on me? No, I wouldn't. You've done what you've done.
Do you know what is so hard? I think it's so hard because, you've been in that situation, right?
Yeah.
And you was just like, nah.
Yeah, I said no, because no matter what I say to you or do, you're going to go back to that person because that's who you have been with.
It's hard because I feel... I do believe in giving people second chances, and that's not to say that it's not to say that I condone cheating, because I'm anti it. But I do believe in giving somebody a second chance. Do I feel like once a cheater, always a cheater? Maybe fucking yeah. Maybe fucking yeah. And I don't know. It's that whole thing. The more that I see relationships and the way that stuff goes down, the more I'm just like, eyeballs can't be kept in sockets. Fingers can't be kept to themselves. Hand, eye, everything. I don't know. So even though I'm saying that I believe in second chances, I do feel like the woke side of me would know that I'm giving somebody another chance, knowing that there's going to be a downfall at some point. I feel like I know that. How do you
think you would be in that relationship, knowing that
on tenterhooks?
Exactly. So would you really want to put yourself through that? The feeling that you had, knowing that's okay. So you're set the scene. You've just found out your boyfriend's cheated on you. 2 months later, heartbreak crying. 2 months later, you're back with him. You're going to be asking him where he is every minute. You're going to be wanting to check his phone. You're going to want to...
It's not worth the act.
It's not worth...
Do you know what it is? It's where your heart lies. I feel... I've got a big heart.
So do I, Jay, but I cannot.
I know.
My heart.
But to be honest, I feel like I'm playing devil's advocate in a sense. These women, you know, Cardi B, the Chloes of the world, I feel like, you know, they had a good thing going. They was embarrassed. They put up with shit. The wall was probably pulled over their eyes, and they thought, fuck it, let me give somebody else a second chance. And I don't see anything bad with that at all. They done it. Shit went down. I feel like if that happens now, you've got to move away from the situation, which I feel is what she's obviously doing. Do you know what it is as well? Is these fast relationships.
But we don't know how fast it was or wasn't.
But I feel like they got married very quick.
We don't know. Well, it said that they got married in 2017. It's 2020.
That's 3 years. That's 3 years. Come on. She came onto the scene. She's come onto the scene within the past 4 years, 5 years.
Well, she was on that Love and Hip Hop show, right?
Before, yeah.
Didn't watch
so
it,
when she's like blown.
So we don't know. She could have been
chatting to him.
She could have been chatting to him from then. We actually don't know. And this is what a lot of people do. They just assume that I met you today, we're together tomorrow, we're married on Wednesday.
True.
Literally, that's how fast-paced the media have put things together, which is, and also how we digest things. Like, it actually could not have been that way. But she also has to consider her child and him, the husband. Wait, what?
Husband.
The husband. The child, the father of the child, she has to consider, oh, you're so good. She has to consider that they need a relationship.
Yeah.
So these are the things that will come into play. So again, with Chloe, let's just say she's considering the fact that her daughter needs a father. So, but you can have that father-daughter relationship, but doesn't mean you have to get back with me. So whatever she's doing, I don't know. But I wouldn't, personally. I wouldn't.
Get back involved.
No. No.
I think it's so different when it's in the public eye. Because it's intense. Not only are you suffering and you're going through the motions of the breakup, but the whole world is as well, to a certain degree. Yeah. And it's like, I know to a certain extent that being in that situation and being a public figure, being a celebrity, you're supposed to, you know, not care what everybody else thinks. And, you know, to somewhat degree, they clearly don't because they get back with them. But I can only imagine that heightened sense of sensitivity and hysteria about going through that motion of the breakup or whatever, or the cheating, being so heightened. And I feel like if I was in that situation, going through those motions, and I'm sure she gets DMs on a day-to-day basis from girls being like, I support you, I'm here for you.
And also girls saying, I was with him last night.
Yeah, 100%.
May
but I feel like
that
would give me, don't even start.
Yeah, it's just not, it's definitely one of those situations you won't know until you're in this situation.
100.
I've been in this situation, so I can say I will not do that shit.
Yeah.
100%.
I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
I have cheated.
Oh, that's interesting. You know,
it's not funny.
It sounds mad. No, I know. So I'm sorry, no. But I just, in my brain, I was thinking,
no.
Would I ever cheat? And then I think, when I watch things and I hear some of my friends' stories, I'm like, wow, that sounds kind of fun. Like
cheating sounds fun?
I get the concept, the idea, the thrill of cheating, but could I do that to someone? No, because I know how hurtful.
Do you know what? Like, I did when I was younger. I was a bit bad when I was younger. But I think, which is funny, because you say once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, no. I mean, most cases, yeah, they fucking are. But for me, especially, I don't think that I could go back to doing that. Because you do get to a point where you realise this is
fucked
deep.
up. Yeah.
This is fucked.
Yeah.
I can't put somebody through this emotional turmoil. So I feel like the last relationship that I had, where I then found out afterwards that he was cheating on me, I feel like that was my comeuppance for doing what I'd done.
Yeah.
In previous relationship.
I hear that. She said first it was I have, and now it's okay.
No, it sounds really bad, but it's not that bad. It's
not.
Just,
it's things happen in life, and it's what you learn from what has happened.
And I've learned a lot. I've changed.
It's simple.
I'm a
People
changed
change.
woman. Would you date somebody in the industry?
You know what? I would, because everybody's a fucking human being, first of all. So nobody is, do you get it, above anybody. Nobody's below anybody. You're just a normal human being. So if I fancy you and I tell you that, and I would like to go out with you somewhere, and then it goes beyond us just having the dinner and, you know, we're dating, whatever, that's okay. Then if we fall out of liking each other, that's also okay. But then if I see somebody else that I like, and then the same thing happens.
What, from the same industry?
Yeah, like, what does it matter?
I feel like there's a taboo around girls seeing a lot of guys from the industry. Like, I've got, like, friends. Actually, can I even say that?
Well, you can say friends.
Fuck. Okay, let's just say... Oh, fuck, I can't really say that, can I? Well...
So... The thing is...
No, like, I feel like, you know, if you was to go and see X, Y, and Z in an industry, in our industry, in music, entertainment, whatever, and then that didn't work out for whatever reason, and then a year later you started to see someone else from the same industry, a lot of people would be like, Nicki gets around, Nicki does it, Taylor Swift, like, I know it's so off topic, but people look at her and be like, oh, she moved on. Jessie Nelson, Little Mix, oh, she moved on to somebody else in the industry so quick. It's just this whole, like, oh my god, they done this. Amber Rose, same thing. But when it comes to a guy,
do you think I hear
fucking
that?
and ducking and slashing and lashing every Vanessa and, you know, Margaret from down the road, there's not a problem with it.
Yeah. And that's the issue. Do you see that whole issue? Keep it to yourself. Which is why, for me, I feel like when it comes to dating in the industry, I don't want to do it. Okay. Because
in my mind, I'm like, if I date you and it doesn't go according to plan, oh my god, that reminds me of Alexandra Burke. There was an elephant in the room. And yeah, so if I date somebody from the industry and it doesn't go according to plan, I'm like, okay, if that's done, and I go to the next person, I feel like there's 6 degrees of separation.
There's like a blacklist you're
blacklisted.
Yeah.
And it's like, this guy is then gonna tell such and such, who tells such and such, oh yeah, and then it becomes this whole Chinese whispers thing, and then you end up having troubles in the next situation. So for me, I feel like if I'm gonna date anybody in the industry, I feel like I'm gonna have to CRB check. I'm gonna have to do terms and conditions apply, because I don't ever want to be in a situation where, I don't know, I don't want to say I'm picking the wrong one, but do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
What can I say to this? I haven't dated anyone, so I can't say, do you know what I mean? But if I did and if I do,
I'd be choosy.
I would, but I just, people are so fucking annoying. Just use your brain cells. Like, when you're out here, men and women, dating people, you are free to do that. Like, who are you to tell me, you know what, you were seeing him last year.
As long as they're not friends.
Yeah, exactly. Then what's your problem?
Yeah.
Even if it is your friend, if you're not best friends, like, if you're disconnected.
If you went out with Young Bane tomorrow, and then went out with, I don't know, Heady One next year, someone would have something to say.
100%.
And I feel like that is a problem, because realistically speaking, you should be able to date whoever you wanted to date.
But they wouldn't say anything if I went out with Tom, and then
no.
2 years later it was Jerry.
Hell no.
Do you know what I mean? It's because you know that this person has a art form where they make music, and so they automatically think that you are trying to either further your career through going out with artists, or that you're just for the streets or whatever. I'm working hard and I like someone, and we are seeing where it's going. Why are you trying to get involved in what I'm doing? I don't understand that. But again, I've not been in that position, so I can't really say.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't say exactly the same thing either.
Yeah.
When it comes to dating in the industry,
then I think to myself,
feel like it's hard, because I feel in a certain sense as well, like you don't want to shit on your own doorstep.
Yeah.
In the sense of, if you work in this environment, you never want to create a hostile environment just because you decided to shag a leaf someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because he decided to go to shag a leaf.
But there's like there are millions of people in this world, billions even. I'm minuting how many people there are here. But there are so many people in the world. Of course, you don't have to date within your industry, but sometimes it's easier because that person will understand your workload. They will understand that you won't have time on X, Y, and Z days. The person that, I don't know, works in a bank, does it from, let's say, 9 to 5. They may not understand that you need to be at every single premiere because you need to be recording and, getting content. But the person that works in the same industry, who is a producer, let's say, understands the hours and everything that needs to go into what you're doing.
Have your exes been in the industry or like?
No,
they've been out.
Yeah, I've only had one ex.
Oh, okay. My last relationship, he
was he in it?
No.
Oh well.
He was around it.
Okay.
Friend in it.
Okay.
But wasn't in it himself. And he hated with a passion what I do for a living, and
he weren't for you. 100%.
It was to the point of like not being able to follow people that I was getting in to do interviews with, not being able to be like a bubbly, like, flirty version of myself, which I am with everybody. Doesn't matter whether you're like female, male, non-binary, whatever. That's just who I am. And he was just anti it all, and that put a stint. Is it a stint? Stint? A dent?
A dent.
Is it dent?
Put a dent in the relationship.
That put a dent.
Yeah.
Even on me, to kind of feel like the next guy, maybe it's just to do with like being secure within themselves as opposed to anything else.
He was definitely insecure because he was probably worried about what was happening when he wasn't around.
But it did make me feel, as though maybe the next relationship I get into, maybe it does have to be somebody who's in a similar industry to me, so that they understand what it is that I do and get it. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? Like you say, they have to be able to understand the fact that, you have to be bubbly, you have to meet new people, you have to follow people.
That's happened to me too.
Do the comments and do the this and that and the other and the shaking the hands and the hugging and the videos and this and this. Like,
that's happened to me too. Someone I was talking to, again, he wasn't in the industry, and he said to me, you know what? I actually don't think he said these words, and I was walking in Shoreditch on the phone to him, and I was going to meet my friends, and then he was like to me, I don't think I could date someone like you simply because you're always around guys, like. And I said, are you fucking mad?
What?
Sorry, sorry, do you not know females? Is it that you live in a bubble? Am I ever going to say to you, you can't date me? And I said, you know what, actually? I reeled it all in really quickly. And I said, you know what?
Skirt.
That's fine. It's fine. If that's how you feel, that's fine. Because I'm not going to waste my time and have a conversation with you, because you are now asking me to change who I am
as
and
a
what I
person.
want to do. You're definitely not
this
for
was
me.
your ex? Or
No, just someone I was
Okay.
talking to. Yeah. And that is not something I can...
Red flag.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
See you later. How can I... I switched it back. I said, hun, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me that you've never seen a woman in your life. That you don't go out and you don't have female friends. This is what you're basically telling me. I have to talk to the opposite sex, whether I'm in Tesco,
for a living,
whether I'm at radio, whether I'm at the Gin and Juice podcast, wherever I am, I'm going to speak to men, I'm going to speak to women. That is just something that everybody does in their life. So the fact that you said that to me, and then he also said, yeah, but it's like you're too friendly with them. What the fuck?
I got this.
Do you want me to do?
I got
Please.
freaking annihilated to the 10th degree when I was at a party, at an event one time with my ex.
It's fine.
And I complimented a dude's hair and was like, oh, your hair is so nice, like it's gorge. Got home, oh, it was a ruckus. It was like World War II had taken control of the room that we was in, because all of a sudden I'm too flirty, I'm too friendly with people, and I give the impression that I want to be with said human being.
Should I tell?
And I'm just like,
if
if you don't even have the vernacular to understand the fact that I don't give a fuck about Benjamin from, Skegness. I just complimented his hairstyle because it looked vibrant and vivacious.
Vernacular.
And you're that, and it's sad because you're clearly, you're insecure and you're whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I'm with you. And the point is, if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat no matter what. So why spend time worrying? And that's my whole thing. That's my whole prerogative. Why spend time worrying about what somebody could do? There's no point. Just live in your relationship. If they cheat, they cheat. And then you decide what you're going to do at the end of that road.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Boys to Men, end of the road plays, or you stay.
You didn't need to do that.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. You decide what to do.
Oh, my goodness. No, it's facts. Like, there will be dating outside of the... Dating full stop. There will be insecure women and men. And you have to differentiate what it is that separates them and what is good for you. You need to know that someone that is good for you is going to support you. Obviously, communication is 100% key in whatever you do in your relationship. So, someone that's going to be with me will see and understand that this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm meeting people all the time, as you are.
It's tough. It is hard. Like, I can imagine it being hard. Being with some, like, I can imagine it being hard with, even though we're working in the industry to somewhat extent, I can imagine it being hard being with somebody who's like a music artist.
Yeah.
And they're here, there, and everywhere. They've got their gigs, their tours. There's groupies, there's the DMs, there's what. Like, I understand it. I get it. And especially with social media, I feel like that alone is enough to make somebody feel insecure. I feel like we can all be insecure on the worst of days, on the best of days. But there has to come a point where you draw the line and you just go, do you know what? Let me not get so consumed by the possibilities, because they're only possibilities. Because you can actually end up ruining a good thing due to what's going on up there.
That's it. It's the gym. Going on up there.
What's going on up there?
going on
up
there. You need to sort that out. You.
But it's true. Like you can really ruin it by that stuff. And
honey,
what is the point? What is the point of ruining something that could be like amazing just due to that? So that is a concept that I try and abide by. And not in a relationship, so I can't say whether that's going well or not.
Well, cheers to that.
But it is something that I do try and carry out, I must say.
You fucking necked that. I've still got loads to go. I'm
yeah. Sipping on gin and juice, baby.
No, but I can't articulate what I'm trying to say. 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 It's the gin, honey. It's the gin, honey. It's the gin, honey. It's the juice. It's the gin, honey. It's the gin, honey. It's the gin, honey. And the juice. We are changing careers, first of all. But
it's basically soul to soul.
This is